What's up, Internet? I'm Skinny, and today we're here at Clarington Honda to take a look at the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Honda Civic. Let's go take a look. All right, so here is our first look at the 2022 Honda Civic. Now, this is a touring model featured in Sonic Gray, and this is the 11th generation of the Honda Civic. Can you believe it? 11th generation in Canada. This is Canada's best-selling vehicle. So let's jump over to the front here. Let's talk about what's new as far as engine-wise. So we still have a 2-liter engine, VTEC engine of course, that gets about 158 horsepower, and they've now improved that 1.5-liter turbocharged engine on the top trim levels to do 180 horsepower as well. So you got a little bit more power on the new 11th gen Civic, and then of course you can see the redesign on the car. It looks absolutely stunning. We've got these beautiful LED daytime running lights. Those are LED headlights tonight as well. We've got LED fog lights, so you got the nicest, brightest lights that we can get. You can see that beautiful big new air intake down below. Got the nice Honda badge on there. This thing looks absolutely stunning. Let's take a step back and get a better look at it. Now, the dimensions of the Civic stayed relatively the same. The width is the same, the height is the same, even though it looks much larger, it is not. But what has changed is the length has got 1.3 inches longer, and where they've utilized that space is all in the cabin, which you'll see in just a minute. Now, from the side angle here, I want you to notice how large those windows are, especially those back windows. You can see the window line goes straight across and doesn't come up like other sedans. So what they've done here is given it a much more airy cabin on the inside. You've got about 20% more window space than in the previous generations. Now, on this touring model here, you can see these beautiful 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in Goodyear tires. You didn't cheap out on the tires, that's for sure. And those look absolutely stunning. We've got the LED in the side view mirror, very thin marker there. Looks really sharp. And then coming back here, take a look. Can you see that line just under the side view mirror that stretches all the way to that back tail light? That body line gives it an absolute luxury feel. Okay, that is really what's making this thing look so sleek, and on different colors it highlighted even better. Now, coming around to the rear, take a look at these new LED taillights. Looking so sharp. We got that Civic badge, and then you almost got an integrated spoiler on the top of that trunk. The way that that lip kind of comes up there and creates that aerodynamics looks really great. Of course, we've got the touring badge here because this is the touring model. And then what I like is underneath, look at how it's been finished. No black plastic, just all one color. It's looking tremendous. And as we pass by here, take a look at that kind of integrated spoiler. Doesn't that look nice? All right, now let's take a quick peek at the back seat. And this is really where you're seeing most of that space being utilized, is right here in the back. Beautiful leather seats. They didn't cheap out in the rear. The materials are fantastic. We've got USB, of course, to keep the kids happy, charge up the iPads, things like that. And then in the touring model, you get some additional speakers in the door and rear heated seat for your back passengers as well. And look at this material. This is nice. This is textured. I don't know if you can hear that. That's textured. That's not a sticker that's on there, guys. That is some actual material. I love it. Now, taking a look in the front, nice big sunroof up top, and then look at these seats. Beautiful leather seating, perforated, of course. Some nice contrast stitching. Power driver seat. What else? Of course, we expect that, right? Now let's hop in, because this is where it gets really nice. This is where the Civic goes from your Civic that you thought to a very luxury vehicle. And let's just take a look. Look at this design. It's stunning. No, I want to point out the most obvious thing. Look at this. This is now your air conditioning and heating vent. This honeycomb design, the piano black finish, and then these dials here are adjustable, so that way you can adjust where the airflow goes just with a little joystick. Isn't that so nice? And then panning out here, you can see the new infotainment system. That is a 9-inch touchscreen system up top here. And I want to point out a couple of the great features on here. So it has built-in navigation, sure, but what's the most important thing, of course, technology. So it doesn't lack in that department. We've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, on here, which is going to take this whole screen and change it to mimic exactly what's on your cell phone. The best part about that is, of course, voice to text option. So you can now text message just using your voice, which of course saves you that nasty little ticket. Now let's talk about controls. It does feature a dial for the volume control. I know that is a big thing that people love touchscreen, but they still want this dial. And then look at the details on it. It's got this nice little kind of textured feature on the dials. It's very satisfying to use. That same feature is still on the heating and air conditioning as well. You can take a look here. Looks so nice. And then it's also got some notches. So I don't know if you can hear that clicking, but it's got the notches on there as well. It's very, very nice. It's really, it's satisfying for some reason to use these new dials. You got the dual climate zone, of course, so that way driver and passenger temperature have independent temperatures. We've got 2 USB ports down here and our wireless charger, and the wireless charger has these 2 little grooves here, which I like. That actually just keeps your cell phone in place. It's very convenient. Now, as we pan back, take a look at the texture on this center console. It's the same thing that we saw in those back seats, and that's not a sticker, that's an actual material, and it looks great, feels great, and it's a little reflective. It's really nice. It's very luxury, like I said. We've got our drive mode here. We've got sport, eco, comfort, of course. Your automatic engine off at idle, so when you're at a stop sign or stoplight, it turns off your engine. And then we've got the electronic brake with the parking brake hold. Now the brake hold, this is something that most people don't know what that is. So let me give you a scenario. You pull up to a stoplight, have your foot on your brake. You can actually take your foot off the brake if you're using brake hold. And then when you want to move, you just tap the gas and it releases, and then you can drive away, which is a fantastic feature. Speaking of fantastic features, look at the new digital gauges on the Civic. Unreal. So we've got a lot of information here. We've got your tachometer over here with your radio station and your clock. Then we have your digital speedometer here and another one over here if you like, and then the navigation is all there in the middle. But what we can do is we can use these buttons here. Again, notice the texture on the buttons, same thing as what we had over here, right? Smart. We can use these to manipulate what we're seeing here. So using the left hand one, obviously does the left hand gauge. You can choose from your phone, your radio, you can customize the display, you can choose whatever you'd like in there to show. And then on the right side, same thing, compass, average speed, fuel economy, everything is right there. You can basically change up to be whatever you like, which is really nice. It's very convenient, of course, because now you can customize your gauges to be exactly what you're looking for at a glance. Now take a look at the new steering wheel. Obviously in the Touring, it is a leather wrapped heated steering wheel. I love where they put the heated steering wheel option as well, right there, dead center. You're not looking for that button. And as I mentioned, you've got these buttons here that feature the same texture as the air conditioning and volume knobs. Of course, we have lane departure warning. We've got intelligent cruise control. The new Civic has every single advancement that Honda has in their Honda sensing safety technologies. So you're not going to be lacking in that department. It is as safe as it is comfortable, as it is luxurious, as it is stylish. Because guys, when you take this car into context, okay, let's hop out here and take another look at the exterior. But when you take what we have in the context of what we're looking at, this is still a Civic. This is not, you know, a $45,000 Honda Accord. This is not an Audi A4. This is a Honda Civic, guys. And it is unbelievable. The styling is fantastic. The interior is fantastic. And the only thing I can't show you in this video is how great it drives. And the best place to do that is right here at Clarington Honda in the heart of Bowmanville. This is a fantastic store. They've actually just renovated this store. It is now a luxury boutique style setup. There's no desks. They've got a beautiful cafe. You really got to come check this place out. So guys, I want to encourage you to come here. They have them in stock. They're ready for a test drive, and you can now experience the brand new 2022 Honda Civic for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy getting behind the wheel of a brand new 11th generation 2022 Honda Civic.